good coffee. Oh, hi. Sorry. Welcome back to the Cigar Go Out Lounge. I'm going to be reviewing Josh Malerman's Goblin. It's my first ever book review. We're going to try to do this really fast. I have a number of things I want to tell you, and I'm going to be quick and down and dirty about it because I don't believe that book reviews should have spoilers or go into too much detail. They should just be overall impressions, I guess, and recommendations. I will say, first of all, Josh Malerman is the legitimate heir to the throne of Stephen King. I say that without blinking or looking up to the left, which I guess is what liars do when they're making things up. It is just straight out fact. Reading Josh Malerman is like reading classic Stephen King, only with less folksy characters. The characters in Malerman's book are just different, but the vibe, the wavelength is the same. The storytelling is awesome. I cared instantly about the characters and I craved to know what happens next. So that is essentially the same as Stephen King. This is a book. It's it's one novel told in 6 novellas. Each novella has a little bit of the history of the town of Goblin. Each story takes place on the same night in Goblin. So the course of this book is one night in Goblin, essentially. But through these characters, we learn about the city of Goblin. We learn about all these weird characters, the police force. I don't know what to say about that. There are pleasant twists in the stories. They're not entirely predictable. One twist in particular had me thinking a lot. I actually second-guessed myself. When I first read the story, I was like, oh, I wish it would have ended differently. But the more I thought about it, I'm like, no, that is the perfect ending. So I argued with myself and lost, and Malerman won. So that just goes to show you the power of his prose. It is a great book. Halfway through the book, I got an advanced, uncorrected proof of Josh Malerman's awesomeness, and halfway through this, the pre-order for the actual hardcover book was announced, and I got on there immediately and I bought a copy signed by Josh Malerman, and it just goes to show I had a copy for free that I read the hell out of. Didn't have to buy it. I got the story and I got to keep the book. So like I can win the cheapskate lottery. But man, I had to get this book. I had to have a hardcover edition. And part of it is because I loved the book so much and the way the story was told. But also, my prediction that Malerman is the next Stephen King. I want to have something from relatively early in his career in limited edition form, because I think he has a bright career ahead of him. Now, this is the only book I read by him, so yes, it's premature. Maybe the guy is going to flame out on us. I don't know. But the fact that he's accomplished this feat, and then also with Bird Box, a book recommended to me by just about everybody, those two things together, side by side, tell me that this guy's here to stay. He's the real deal. Loved the book. I will tell you, without giving away too much, if you liked this book, or this book, which is essentially this book only with a witch, then you're going to love Goblin. I think if these types of books are right in your wheelhouse of comfort zone, or whatever analogy, metaphor you want to use, you will like Goblin. You will absorb it. Hopefully I didn't set your expectations too high by saying, the next Stephen King and all that. But that's my opinion, dude. That's just like my opinion, man. And I'll stick to it. I will, you can hate me later, you can laugh at me later, you can agree later. You'll probably agree later. Buy the book. Go to Earthling Publications. I never know the URL off the top of my head because my web browser autofills it, man, because I go there, because I check things out. Earthling Publications. Go to the website, buy a copy. Only 500 are going to be printed. Will it be a wider release? Wider release, like a trade edition? I don't know. I don't care. I'm going to have the one I want. I suggest you get it too. This is a completely honest review, and I live and die by it. So peace out.